Welcome back everyone to another Unreal Engine 4 tutorial, and in today's video we will be creating our weapons. So ammo. I don't have proper ammo boxes, so I'm just using some nail boxes from my website. So I have the rifle ammo, and by default I can't shoot. If I press R, it reloads the gun. I don't have any animations right now, but I've reloaded the gun, and that means I can shoot until I ran out of 30 bullets. So I ran out of 30 bullets, I can reload again and keep shooting. So let's begin. So first we shall start off with again adding some variables to our structure. So let's first go to our S slot structure, and over here I want to add a new entry, and I will call this ammo, and this is where the weapon is going to have the information about the ammo that's inside of the weapon at that time, and we're going to make this into an integer. Let's save that and close it. And also let's go to our S inventory structure, and over here I'm going to add two new variables. And so the first one, let's call this max ammo, and this is going to be a integer as well. And also I want to have, let's call this ammo type, and for this one let's use a name so that we know which item we need, so which item is going to be the ammo item. And for the reference on this one I'm going to use the row name. So let's close this all off. Now while testing this in the prototype project, I ran into some issues that when I opened up my third-person character and tried to save it, my client crashed a couple of times. So if it happens to you, don't worry, repeat this process. It worked out for me at the third try, but what I did was I saved it, so maybe that will help. So we shall see that in a second. So I've saved, well, and that actually didn't do it. My client did crash, and well, let me see what saved and what didn't. Well, actually everything got saved, so that is good on that part. Now let's try to open up the character again, and now this works. So this time it only crashed once, so maybe the saving did actually do something. So now I have my character open, but I also need to go to the items database, and then I need to provide some data. So let's add a new entry. Let's call this one, this is going to be the pistol ammo, and then let's provide the information. So I have added three ammos. I have the pistol ammo, rifle ammo, and sniper ammo. In reality, none of the values that inside of here are important, but just to let you know, I have max amount at 99. They are stackable, they have a mesh, they have a texture, some information, but the only thing that actually does matter is the row name itself, so this thing right here. And now we need to provide this into our weapon. So I'm going to select my sniper first, and in the max ammo, let's say the sniper can hold, let's say like 5 bullets, and the ammo type needs to be sniper ammo, so exactly like this thing right here. So what you can do is double click this, copy this, and then just paste that into your sniper at the end. And we need to do the same thing for the rest of these. So the rifle is going to have 30, and this is the rifle ammo. And then for the pistol I'm gonna have like 7, and this is gonna be the pistol ammo. So that is good, we can save that, close it. Now let's go to our third-person character, and over here actually first, before we actually do any coding, we need to now connect our ammo variable that we added in the S slot structure. And so let's go to our inventory. Let's go to remove amount at index, because that's the first one in line, and here at the top we have the ammo. So let's connect that to our get node over here. So I believe that's the only location in the remove amount. I might miss a couple of locations, so you might have to look for those. If I will obviously inform you about that in the future videos, but well, for now I might miss a few. So again, in the add amount to player slots, let's connect this one from the local item. Then here we have another one, let's connect that one. Here we have another one, so I found 3 of those. Over here we probably have in the add item to equipment as well. So let's have a look, and here is one, so let's connect that one as well. And I hope that's it. I hope I didn't miss any. What I do know is that in our amount selection we have one. So in the amount selection, let's connect that one as well. So in our graph on yes clicked, we have another one, and that should be good. So now let's actually start coding our reloading. So let's go to our event graph, and what I will actually do is use the keyboard key R. I already have it for the weapons drawing in this case, but well, that system we need to upgrade it since we have different weapons now. We no longer have only melee weapons, so I'm gonna just disconnect that, and I will use some other keys for that later once we get to actually drawing weapons. So the first thing that I want to do is bring in my equipment array. Let's get a copy to the index number 3 because that is my right hand weapon, the current one that we are holding. Then let's split the output. Let's split the item from the data table. Let's get the data table row. Let's plug that into the pressed, and let's connect the row name. Now we want to, from the out row, we want to break the inventory structure to get the item information. Then let's do a, from the row found, let's do an if condition, and we want to check whether the, from the item information, whether the max ammo is bigger than the current ammo that we have right now. So let's connect the B route into the ammo that we have in our weapon right now and use this as the condition for the branch check. Then once we have done that, let's bring in a function called find, actually not find, but return stacks. Let's return stacks, and then we want to make an item. So let's make the slot structure. Let's split this one. Let's provide the item database, and for the row name we want to use, from the item information, we want to use the ammo type. So that's going to be the row name that we want to look for. Now for the amount, I believe we don't need to provide anything. Exactly, we don't need to provide the amount. All we need to provide is the item database and the row name itself, and that is going to return us the amount that we have on the player. So now let's do an if branch check over here, and over here what we want to check for is that the amount on the player is bigger than 0. That's the first thing that we want to check. So if the amount is bigger than 0, then we want to do another if branch check. So this one is basically so whether we actually do have that specific ammo, and then if we do, then we want to check whether the amount that we have on the player right now is bigger than the maximum amount that is available in that weapon minus the current value. So basically the amount that is missing in the gun, so whether that amount is smaller than the amount that we have, because we want to know whether we need to remove just a few bullets from our inventory, or we want to remove the whole thing. So then once we know that, so if this is true, that means that we have plenty of bullets, so we have a lot. So let's bring in our remove items function first. Let's make our slot structure, and then over here, let me actually again, let's split this. Let's just put in the database manually. For the row name, let's use our ammo type, and for the amount we want to use the minus value, so the maximum amount minus the ammo that we have. So let's plug that in because we want to only remove the amount that is missing in our gun. So let's do that. Let's remove it. Then let's do a if branch check on this one to see whether we can remove it. And then from the true route we can set the array element, and we can use, let's bring in our equipment array. Let's plug that into the target array. The index is the index number 3, and for the item itself, let's make the slot structure. And actually I'm gonna use another reference to our equipment, so let's get that. Let's get a copy to the index number 3 because let's split the output. We want to plug in the item, the amount, the type, but for the ammo in this case, so since we had plenty of ammo, so since this was, we have more than we actually need, then we can just simply set the ammo to be the max ammo for that specific weapon, and this will give us a full magazine. Then for the false route, we can do something very similar. Let's bring in our remove item function. There we go. Let's make our slot structure. Let's split the item. Let's give it the item database. For the row name, let's use our ammo type. And for the ammo, in this case, well, we want to use the amount on player from return stacks, because it says in this condition right here, it says that the amount on the player is not bigger than the amount that is needed. So we don't have enough to fill the entire weapon. So we are removing the amount, basically the whole amount that we have. Then we can do an if branch check on this one. And then again, let's set the array element on this one. Let's plug in this target array into our equipment index number 3. Then let's make the slot structure, and actually I'm just gonna copy this one from the top again because we need the equipment. So let's plug that in. Let's actually bring this back because we're gonna need more space. So the amount type, and for the ammo we want to do the ammo that we have right now plus the amount that we have on the player. So amount on player goes into the B route from the return stacks, and then that can go into our ammo, and that is basically how we will reload a weapon. Now let's actually go and have our weapon create functionality so that we need bullets, and so that we would actually consume those once we shoot. Let's go to our mouse left click where we are doing the whole shooting. So I will bring this back. And over here what I will do is, so after we are shooting, I'm gonna do an if branch check, and over here I want to check if the ammo right now that I have is bigger than 0. So that basically whether I actually do have some ammo. Then let's go to the back of the script, and once we are done and once we have spawned the bullet, what we want to do is actually bring in our equipment. And we want to set the array element for the index number 3. So let's connect that one, and then again from the equipment I want to get a copy to the number 3, split these pins, and so let's plug in, actually let me make the item first. So and then we can plug in the item, we can plug in the amount type, and for the ammo we want to do a ammo -1. So each time we shoot a bullet, we are removing 1 bullet from the weapon. But well, that is not it, because well, this will work just fine for pistols and snipers, but we're gonna have a tiny issue with the rifle, that it's gonna continuously keep on shooting until we release the key. So we're gonna basically have unlimited number of bullets. So before we spawn the bullet, let's do another if branch check, because over here we want to check whether let's bring in our equipment, let's get a copy to the index number 3, let's split these pins, and over here we want to check whether our ammo is bigger than 0, and if it is bigger than 0, then we can spawn a bullet. If it's not, well, then we can't spawn the bullet. So a few more locations where we need to reconnect the ammo pin so that it would fully function. The first one is in our remove item in our third person character. Let's connect at the very end. Let's connect the ammo over here and one at the bottom. So that should be good in the character. And also we need to go to our backpack so that we can use the ammo from our backpack. So let's go to the backpack. Let's go to the remove amount at index. Connect ammo over here at the very top. Then let's go to our remove item, and also at the very end we need to connect one of the ammo pins. And in the add item to slot we have 3 locations. So one here at the top goes in here, then we have another one a little bit lower here, and then near the end we have the third one. So I hope that's all of them. And now let's give it a try. So I have everything in the world available to me. So let's pick up all the things, and since we have so cool functions, they're gonna check all the locations we have. So now let's aim, shoot. We can't, press R and we can shoot. There we go. So we shot 7 bullets, we removed 7 bullets. We can now reload again. We have less bullets, so if we drop this and re-equip this, this is also is fully replicated, so you can test this out. It should work on the clients as well. So let's try this with a rifle. We can't shoot it, we press R. So we are out of bullets, and we have just wasted 60 bullets. So everything is getting fully replicated, everything seems to be working just fine. So that is going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new. I'm not gonna add the animations in the videos. I don't plan on making a video and creating the animations for reloading, but if you want me to do so, make sure to leave a comment down below. If there is a couple of comments about it, I will do it on the video. If not, well, then I'm just gonna do it off screen. Obviously, if you have any issues and you can't solve them, make sure to join my Discord and ask for help in the help section. And yeah, that's gonna be it in today's video. See you guys in the next one.